All of the things she said about only home movies, that she was not going to put her baby in front of the camera, that she was not going to put her baby on the internet or on social media, right out the window.
When the world found out Gypsy Rose was pregnant, that alone didn't shock anyone. But when people learned she was having a daughter, that's when the conversation really shifted. Suddenly, people weren't celebrating, they were asking one uncomfortable question: will history repeat itself? Before the comments roll in, let me be clear. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't claim to have a degree in psychology. This is my opinion based on publicly available information, and it's shared for discussion and entertainment purposes only. That said, some of the things that have surfaced over time are deeply concerning to me, especially as a mother. Listening to past messages and role play conversations involving children genuinely made my stomach turn.
If we have a girl, the way it has to be is if we have a girl, she has to lose her virginity to you because you are the master of the household. So, I'm going to have to explain that to her whenever she comes of age where it's time to explain it. Other than that, like when she's 7, I won't explain that, but around 13, I'll.
As a parent, my kids would never, even hypothetically, be part of anything like that. Roleplay or not, children should be off limits, always. I don't care if you were Demona, Candy, Ruby, and all the other million characters in your brain. A normal person would never bring children up in role-playing. And this is where people get uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. Gypsy has been very public about wanting a baby, about relationships, about private moments, and yet now says she wants to protect her daughter from the world. Those two things don't line up. You can't say you want privacy while simultaneously placing a child into the public eye. She wanted to get pregnant so badly that she couldn't wait to lock Ken in. And Ken's in faux life. He's with her miserable self for 18 years. That's a life sentence. You think he wants to be with her? I think he pretends so he can be with his daughter at all times because he does not trust her. There were also choices made, sending photos of her baby to Ryan after she was born.
This is the first picture Gypsy sent me of Aurora. This is when, in January 2nd. I looked at it, of course I glanced at it and was like, check features and everything. And the baby's adorable, but it's so young. I mean, it's only a week old right there. And then, let's see, this was the next picture I got.
She was going to meet Ryan with the baby for a DNA test. And when she didn't because Ken stopped that real fast, Ryan was furious. How is that protecting your daughter? If you're done with your ex, you're done. There is no purpose for him to have a photo of yours and Ken's baby. Period.
It's just the fact that we're dragging Aurora through the mud on this when she doesn't need to be. It's more damaging to the healing process to just keep stretching this out longer and longer and longer. You go do what you need to do, but you're not bringing my daughter in this mess.
And here's the part no one wants to talk about. That little girl didn't choose any of this. She didn't choose fame, attention, or controversy. She's going to grow up knowing the internet already has opinions about her life before she can even speak. That reality is heartbreaking. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion, and in this case, I genuinely hope history does not repeat itself. I hope this child grows up loved, protected, educated, and free from cycles that should have ended long ago. I hope she becomes more than a headline, more than a storyline, more than anyone's shadow. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think history will repeat itself, or do you believe this story will finally break the cycle? If you appreciate honest conversations like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.